Good evening, everyone. My name is Alzifite, and tonight we're going to be doing a presentation reference to Wireshark and how it presents to um, basically finding out what your all of your trafficking on the internet is all about. Um, to get it started, you can go actually to the website and download Wireshark and make sure that you go to Wireshark.org. That's the only place you can get it from. Uh, don't get it from any third party. Uh, Click on the download over here, and it should automatically detect what operating system you have. Just click on that and follow the prompts to install it. I have already done that, and I have already installed it on my virtual machine over here. So I'm going to close this up and go ahead and open the Wireshark right here. This is the interface for it, and I've done a little bit of research about it, and it's interesting that it was interesting to find out that Wireshark is an open source tool for profiling network traffic and analyzing packets. It basically just tells you what all of your protocols, all your internet uh, traffic is coming from, or where it's going, and all of that fun information. Uh, to start with it first, you want to make sure that you're capturing, and to do that, you have actually a protocol or internet SSO. I already have internet right there. Uh, you click on options, and it should show you that I have two interfaces over here, but one Ethernet is working, so we're gonna go ahead and actually close this. And what you want to do is you go to capture again and then start. Once it start, uh, you should it should start actually capturing all kinds of protocols and internet traffic. It should start actually showing right away. I'm not sure exactly why it's not doing it right now here, but we'll give it a minute. But waiting on that, what we'll do, I'll explain a little bit about what Wireshark is, or how it works a little bit. Um, as you can see, it started already here, showing us some of the protocols and some of the IP addresses. But you can see here there are three different panels. One, two, three. First panel basically is will typically display information, uh, lists actual frames with source, destination, protocol length, the time as well, timestamp in there, with the key data on a single line, in each single line. And then on the second frame right over here, or panel, the Wireshark actually shows packet details illustrating how various aspects of the frame can be understood as belonging to the data link layer, network layer, application layer. And on the final panel right here, there's displays the raw frame or raw information, detailed information, encrypted. Uh, Over here, what we're going to do is, let's say, for example, we want to look for a domain name server. So I'm going to go ahead and to do that, we're going to go ahead and open our command prompt, and right there. Let's say, for example, I want to look up a command prompt on the command prompt. I want to look up a domain server. Let's say I want to find out the IP address for that. So we'll type in ns lookup. Let's say Seminole State.edu. So here it's given me actually Seminole State.edu. The address is 216.120.208.85. And to find out if the Wireshark actually did capture this, what we're going to do is we're going to go back to Wireshark, and over here what we're going to do is we're going to filter, because as you can see the protocols, we have so many protocols on the side over here. And here we can filter it by typing DNS. And now it's going to filter only the DNS, but it's still not giving us actually all the information that we're looking for to find out exactly if it did capture what we looked for on the command prompt. So what we'll do is DNS, and we'll type in contains and Seminole State, and we'll hit that. So here it is. It's filtering the IP addresses in here, and we could, to find out actually more details on here, as you can see in the bottom, our second frame that has more details about each single line. If you highlight the first line, it tells you the datagram protocol, the port, and DNS is always going to be 53. That's our destination. This is the server port. Domain name, the query, so we can go into more details in here, and it says that there was one question, and the query was about seminolestate.edu class. So that was the query that we made. And if you go back to the second line over here, and you go up to the information here, it should give us, you will notice that the user data has switched, server port as first and then destination port as second. And if you go down to the information for the answer and the query, and it will give us that the root name for the server is there, and click one more, root name. Basically more information about the server that we're looking for. Let's say, for example, we want to do something else such as HTTP. So let's say, for example, we'll open a Windows Explorer here, and then we'll type in Amazon.com and let it search for that. Now, if it's going to go there, what we'll do is we'll go back to Wireshark, and here we're going to clear that, and now we're going to look for HTTP. So, and hit that. So it's just going to show us all the protocols for the HTTP, but there's so many of them in here. So now to see if we captured actually the Amazon, what we'll do is contains Amazon, and hit enter, and it should actually give us the information over here. Now, transmission control protocol, that's for the first one. Source port 80, destination port, let's first make sure that we're on first. Okay, here we go. And right over here, the source port is 80. So basically HTTP is going to be 80. The hypertext transfer protocol. Let's see what information we have in here. And should give us information regarding the website, which I'm not seeing in here, but basically that's how you find out your traffic, and that's how you find out what more information about what is going on in your browser. And as I mentioned, I'm using my virtual machine. There's a lot going on in here, and I've been having a little issues with it lately. So, but this is where you can go if you have cyber attacks or anything like that. This is where you can go to find out more information about the uh, IP address, what other information you need to get from it. Um, Let me see on this right there, AmazonTrust.com. So it was actually on the second IP address right there. Um, One other tool you can also find out. Let's say, for example, I don't know exactly what this IP address or this HTTP is coming from. So what you could do to get more information on that, you can just right click on it and you go to follow, and it will TCP stream. So it will give you just that TCP stream, that one line, and it will give you all the information on that directly. So here you can find out more details about what's going on in there, and there is a lot of stuff going on in here. It's got um, so language user host lotus accelerator.com. It's a lot of cookies, a lot of that just gives you an idea about how the internet interacts, and how the protocols actually work online in general. There's a lot of traffic that we don't see. We just take everything for granted. I'm gonna close this, and there's another tool actually that we also can use to find out more information. And the command prompt over here, what we do is it's called a netstat, and netstat basically you just type in netstat and enter, and here it will show you the protocols actually that are running. So apparently I only have one running over here. So let's say, for example, I want to find out what this IP address is, and what I ran is Seminole State. I ran also the Amazon.com, but over here I want to find out exactly what this IP address is. To find that, what I could do is I could do the reverse lookup, and to do that is ns lookup and type in the IP address, since we have it in there, 72.12, or excuse me, it's 21.207.148, and tell me where that is. What is that IP address? So here it tells you unknown, can't find, non-existent domain, and that's basically sometimes not a good thing. You want to find out exactly what is running behind the scene in your IP address. Let me do another um, netstat here and see if I get successful here with more choices. Netstat. I still have the same foreign address on there, but usually it will give you a domain name, and once you get that domain name, what you can do is you can go to whois.com and type in the domain name in here. Let's say, for example, I'm going to type in Amazon.com and query that. Usually you'll get information just like this: domain information, registrant contact, the phone number of the administrator, and all the administrative contacts in there. This is how you can find out about all the domains that are running behind uh, when you look them up on Netstat. Uh, this is practically just tip of the spear when it comes to finding out more information about how to find out, or how, if you go into cybersecurity and you want to know your backdoors and you want to know where the information is coming from or who is trying to uh, attack your computer or your network, is how you can actually do that. Hope you enjoyed the presentation and have a good night.